Of course it's raining. Hello everyone! Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to continue on with some Dawntrail. Hopefully we can figure out what the heck is going on. Let's see if the Queen of Alexandria has any information for us. The next quest starts over here with Alize, I believe it was. Yeah, there she is. Let's head over and talk to her. Alize, you have every right to be suspicious of her. A royal welcome. Alize is inclined to keep a close eye on the Queen. Exactly what I said. Well, having established that we should be wary, we could use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Sphene as well. Alright, let's head on over there and make sure to check for aether currents. West, perfect, that's where we're headed. Let's hopefully pick it up on the way. Now, I am curious about what the heck is going on. Oh, hey, the rain actually stops under overhangs. I forgot about that. It looks like they've got a bunch of, like, farming, agriculture stuff over here. Let's double check this again. Southwest. Okay, so it's down over here. Right? Let's see. Or is it up on top of this area? Southeast. Okay, yeah, it must be on top of there. Let's see if I can get up here. If not, I'll need to figure out a way to get up there later. This looks like enough to get up here. Yes, it is. There it is. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Nice to be able to get some of these on the way. And then we'll pick up the rest of them after we finish the story for this area. Alright, another one down. Where's the next one at? West. Okay, so we not too far away. But let's go ahead and talk to everyone and continue the quest before we go hunting for more currents. I do like Sphene's dress. It's a relief to see people here are well, at least. That's true. Wait, do we actually see anyone, or is this just... I mean, clearly there's something going on, considering these agriculture pod things. It's like they got some... I don't know why they need to do that, considering it's raining, like it always is. A most unusual farm, but the produce appears normal enough. The innovations of Alexandria are nothing short of extraordinary. You mean you guys didn't think of sprinklers on your own? Have you ever seen such strange contraptions? Well, not in this world. I wonder what this one is used for. I wonder, Wokalabot, maybe it's the thing that's spraying water all over the crops. I wonder what it could be used for. Those brick buildings. I've seen their like before, though I cannot remember where. Interesting, okay. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Trawl. Well, not like this. They're completely different from ours. Yeah, they use like irrigation, right? Yeah, we saw the paddies in the... with the Hanu. I always get the name wrong. I never remember which one it is. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We've settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Trolley have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electropy has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. And they did this in like a day? Clearly there's some time wibbly-wobbly stuff happening. Electro what? Yeah, Wokalabot's not going to be the one to know this. Electropy. It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. This sounds like something Kuano would be interested in. Alright, let's head on over to the outskirts. Now, it said west, but we're heading a little bit northwest. So it's probably going to be somewhere... I don't think it's going to be all the way up there. That'd be kind of weird. But it looks like there is space all the way to the west past that wall. So hopefully we'll be able to find the aether current then. In the meantime, let's head on over here and see and reach the outskirts. Oh yeah, this looks more like the normal buildings that we were seeing, just with a little spruced up with some special lights and stuff. And, you know, a special bridge. And a special big glowing orb. Alright, let's talk to everyone again. I'll admit, I've seen nothing particularly suspicious yet. It's fascinating how they've combined traditional bricklaying and electropy-based engineering. A curious blending of two cultures. It's a rather lively settlement, isn't it? In defiance of the ceaseless gloom, almost. It's a relief to see the people here are well. Hopefully the same can be said for everyone in Yusolani. Oh no, they're totally dead, Wokemon. This is Tanawatan Village, or at least it was, before the dome and these strange contraptions.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
I mean, the buildings look similar, but except for that, you know, big giant glowy thing in the background.
Queen's Fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
They've all got those things on their head. Are those brain slugs? Futuristic brain slugs?
You look well, Paquine. And Katonye, I see you've already taken to your new position.
And she
When
actually
she
knows their
introduced
names.
herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Namachi.
That's what I was thinking, actually.
Me?
Considering how she knows everyone's
It's only
names.
natural for a ruler to love her people.
Zeral job would like
And
to...
I should like to know them as best I can. Even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And then we have Zeralja.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
Right. Good people. Yeah, we'll ignore all the
rumors
bodies
of a
on my
link to the
conscience.
outside are true then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa. I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
No, my theory was that time has passed way faster for this in the bubble.
Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasolani are alive and well.
Although that wouldn't really work, right?
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
I thought he was adopted.
You know my mother?
Or I'm probably thinking of Kuana.
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
Uh-oh. Oh, soldiers are
I
here.
cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I bet she's like leader of the resistance or something. I thought the
I
side
have
eye
a
was.
question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
I thought the side eye was gonna be like, yeah, she's dead.
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then...
Also, yeah, no, it looks like there is no timey-wimey stuff here. Or at least with these people.
Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Pepone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
Oh, okay, yeah, time stuff has happened. That makes more sense. Okay, I was right.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago.
In the dome. Outside, it's only been like a
Which is
day.
not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
That makes sense why so much has happened in the dome. And why he changed so much.
Long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen
And that makes a lot more
blessing.
sense too. He talked as if it had been a while.
30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source.
Gee,
The
really?
fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
You know, like I already theorized about 4 times in this part and last part. Meaning this is a place of another reflection? Maybe not. Do you suppose time is still passing faster in here? Let's go with this one, because that's what I was thinking of.
I was able to make contact with Yestola not long ago via link pearl, so that shouldn't be cause for concern.
How convenient.
And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
Time to question the locals.
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living.
I mean, I guess.
Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods,
Tonawatan, okay.
the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care.
Oh. Is she gonna be this kind of character?
Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
Where she's gonna be, oh, well, I'm gonna help you, and then she messes everything up. Hopefully not.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
Alright, time to get a second grand tour. And question the locals. Oh, hold on. Don't trick me, game. I'm gonna attune to this ain't the right. Game tried to trick me. Make it so I couldn't teleport back. Dastardly individual. Alright, let's go and talk to Wilkelamont, and then Sveen will wrap this quest up. I want to get through, there's an achievement quest and a couple of quests. I want to see if I can get through that today. Touring farmlands with the queen of another nation is not how I expected to spend my day. Electrobee has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but it hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old way of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. This does not sound like Zeralja was involved in this discussion. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going as far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that, except that we all speak the common tongue, so I don't know what you're talking about. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the trolley tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Again, everybody speaks the common tongue. Like, at least in Eorzea, that's what they call it. But then we didn't have any issues communicating in Troll, so like, I guess it's the same language? Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Trolley have learned a great deal from one another. And I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well. So please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Wait, looks like we got that royal welcome. Alright, let me just double check what quests I want to plan to get through today. Let's see, there's a Vanguard, and we just did a royal welcome. So I want to get through 1, 2, 3 more quests today at least. Let's see, will I have anything different? Marry the Queen? Yeah, that's the same thing. Let's talk to Sveen and keep going. A day in the life. Sveen is eager to show you around. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yuppie's Halo, it is called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yuppie's Halo. I need to see how they end up saying that. Alright. Mount up, check Aether cards again. South, okay. Let's head on over there. And keep an eye out for it, although I suspect it's on top. Like up here. Or we won't be able to get it yet. So I'm not gonna be too concerned about trying to get it right now. Let's see, looks like the next objective is over this fence. Yeah, there they are. Let's talk to Wilkelamont, Sveen, and then Mausa. What do you suppose they keep inside this building? I don't know, maybe crops? Here we are. I'm sure you'll learn a great deal from the workers here. Allow me to introduce you to Mahuswa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with our farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sveen, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here? You know me too well, Musa. I thought to seize the opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear we have her permission, so please, walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go ahead, I'll keep Sphene company. That does not sound like a duo you want to leave alone. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wooklamott's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. My duties here are quite varied despite being merely a farmer. We all have to do our part if we're to prosper. Alright, let's see, who else we need to talk to? And then, oh, okay, they're all over here. I was gonna, like, see if the Aether Current was over here, but I'm gonna just hold off on that for now. Trying to get the objectives done first. Looks like the first one's around here. Let's go ahead and tread on all their crops perfectly. Ah, there's the first person. Kip Pewi. Looks like he's taking care of these dodos. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again, not quite. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with my life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here in Yuppie's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy. But I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job's a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Okay. Let's see where the next one is. This one's probably going to be more crop related instead of farm the animals. Hello, Hinek. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? Well, actually, I'm from outside the barrier. Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground. Ah, okay. I thought that they were like individual pods or like little storehouses, but apparently there's a huge, they were probably all connected underground. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Well, that's nice. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. Well, I guess there's going to be an emergency where they're going to need them. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electropy complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. So Aaronville's mother is going to be with those people? People who did not want to integrate into Alexandrian society, and these are all the kids who have seen it since their childhood and have grown up over 30 years. At least that's my guess. And for them, it's just that's how it's been forever. Whenever all the old people are like, this is not how it's been, I'm gonna be a boomer about this. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. That's interesting. Go ahead and check this third person. Yeah, this is actually going to be a person tending to the crops. Alright, Elias. What? This is a girl? Oh no, it's a guy. Okay. If it was a girl, it would probably be pronounced differently. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... Do you wish to know about my job? I mean, I guess. I tend to the fields mostly, watering crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Interesting, okay. It hadn't even occurred to me that there might be people who had been born after. Yeah, actually, that's the question. Is he under 30? Was he technically born in Alexandria? Because this is technically Alexandria, so he was born after and doesn't remember anything from the old world. That would be pretty interesting. Anyway, let's go and talk to Woklamot and then Sphene. It's a shame Kuana's not here to see all these bizarre contraptions. You know, I thought of that too. It seems like something Kuana would love. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Are we going to learn what that is? Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to Musa. That was the first farmhand we talked to, right? Oh, gonna just fade out. Okay. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Very interesting. Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. Electropy is quite impressive. Let's see, what am I think I like the first two. Everything seems surprisingly normal. I was amazed. Yeah, everyone just seems to absolutely love what they do. I wonder if it's because they have to. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? I mean, yes, but not everyone usually does. Oh, but I jest. It's true that the people of the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always, they take their duties with a good cheer. What did you think of our little tour, Lama T? Oh, right, because... what did you call me? Probably from Zeralja. Was that inappropriate, or maybe someone else said it and I don't remember? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. I mean, yeah. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and the livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Oh, okay, is that what the other guy was talking about? Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with energy, and they're releasing it into the water we use as a source. I guess we had to go deal with that. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. Understandable. Well, I guess we know what we're doing next. We could take care of that if you'd like. That is most gracious of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. You are completely misunderstanding. I literally can't say no. Also, I'm a literal god killer. And like, Wukulamat, like, you know, if I'm there, she'll be fine. Oh no, it's no trouble for the valve resolve of Tuligolal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Brilliant is even stronger than I am, well at least she understands that. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well, I gratefully accept, but please take all care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting! Well, time to go kill stuff. That didn't take long. We're getting a little too comfortable with all the... what's the right word? With all the like, normal stuff. Now I gotta go breathe in some more purple smoke of death. Their death, of course, not mine. Hello, buddy. Old pal. Wait, when did this get added there? I guess I don't need this here then. Oh, I unlocked it. There we go. But didn't I just do all three of them? Oh, okay, I must have messed it up. There we go. Yeah, I still don't understand how this ability works, or how that second ability works. I'll eventually learn how to, you know, actually play my class. But, like, this is normal content, so, like, you don't even need to think. Alright, next objective looks like it's on the other side in the water. I mean, they did say it was charging up the water, so I guess that makes sense. Let's go inhale some more purple smoke. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, what? There we go. Is that all we needed? Yep. Let's head back to Sphene. Man, this is a quick quest. It's still... I guess this does explain what the heck what happened. So basically the dome appeared, and then like time fluctuation thing made 30 years pass inside the dome, and that allowed Zeralja to use the technology to build like war stuff, and then he led an attack on Tuliolol. At least that's what I've gathered so far. Ah, you're both all right. Thank goodness. You really needed to have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed. With this, we won't have to ask Zeralja's machines for help. Ooh, that's interesting. None of them like Zeralja. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. That makes a lot of sense. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. That's enough, Musewa. Or Mausa. Mausa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later. But to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sort, Sphene, that I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? I get the feeling she's, made a couple of mistakes in the past. Either that or the previous ruler made a couple of mistakes in the past, and she had to watch them. Alright, I think there was only one more quest after this that I wanted to get through. Let me just double check. Oh, no, 2 more quests. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone, then Sphene. Zoral Ja, you bastard. My apologies for laughing earlier. Your friend painted an image so far removed from the Sphene we know, I couldn't help myself. Well, considering what we've seen, that's understandable. Let's go and talk to Sphene and get started. On the cloud, Sphene would take you back to the outskirts. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. So again, that ether current is to the south, but I suspect it's going to be on top of the wall there. So I'm just not going to bother trying to find it. Let's go ahead back into the center. Let's see, would it be faster to teleport? Not really. The amount of time it would take to actually do the teleport would be slower than me just walking over here. Alright, let's go and talk to Sphene. There's so much of Alexandria I would love to show you. Do you hear that? No? Time for the boys to roll in? Impose even stricter martial law?
What's happening over there?
We probably don't want to know.
It's nearly time.
What, the sacrifice or something? Of course, there's got to be some darkness in this. This has been too happy-go-lucky.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
What's this gonna be? Is this where they extract the souls or something?
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all
Oh,
right.
it's Namika. She made
What's
it.
the matter, dear?
Yep, that's the bracelet we got back.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her.
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Still waiting for the
Is it-
explanation for the text on her back.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me. Wuklamat.
This isn't near as dark as I thought it was going to be.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end.
Okay, so now what are they going to do?
Be not afraid. Your memory will live on. In us.
Because clearly we saw something with like
Living
soul
on
stuff.
in memory. The giants share a similar
Oh, I know.
belief.
Oh, I know. I've heard there's a zone with that name. I know that. Pretty hard not to.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
I mean, she just lost her father, so like...
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
That was sad, but it wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. Now the question is, what do they do with the souls and what are they talking about with that stuff?
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Yeah, now we're going to get the explanation of the souls and stuff.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time.
Also, man, 30 years when she was already pretty old?
Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred.
Okay, nerd.
Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
Didn't we see something like this in the past?
It does seem the most likely explanation.
Maybe I'm thinking of something from like One Piece.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I mean, what about those ruins?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding.
So where are the local nerds that we can talk to?
I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
By Zeralja?
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Ah, yes.
The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
Not quite.
But of course, our next stop
Oh,
ought
she
to
doesn't,
be
just
Everkeep.
dodges the question.
That tower over yonder.
Doesn't answer it.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district.
Yeah, Solution
where
9,
you will
that's it.
doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
That's the next area we unlock, I believe.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zeralja resides.
I don't think that would be a good idea anyway.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zeralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zeralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
I think she'll just maybe look the other way.
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm.
So, like, if we threaten the people and say, well, we won't kill them if we kill Zeralja, then you'll be good with us, right?
It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
Maybe.
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Interesting. Clearly they live in fear of the soldiers. Uh-oh.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry,
Oh,
but I don't know who you mean.
that's how this is gonna work. The camera angles, man. They learned him in Endwalker. It looks like they kept him around.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is?
Guys.
You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Now, how does this work?
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
It's actually the terminology they're gonna use. It's in the cloud.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud.
Oh, no.
Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
It's actually called the cloud. Or are they all hooked up to AWS? What happens if I crash the server? Oh, look, it's AWS! It's not Alexandria, it's Amazon! Duh!